students, welcome back. Today I am Anuradha from DPS Halwari Lamachar going to start another chapter, that is chapter number 10. The name is cell cycle and cell division. So here the name itself indicates that here we are talking about division of the cell. So how this division of cell takes place and what is that cycle that it will follow. Okay, so here what we are going to understand, that is cell cycle. So in simpler form we can say that cell cycle is a sequence of events one by one what is going to happen. So this is the event of what? Event of the things which are going to take place. So what is going to happen here, that first of all the cell will get duplicate itself. Okay, so these are the event. The cell duplicates, and how it will duplicate? With the help of the duplication of genome. So whenever we are talking about the genome, it means that we are talking about the DNA. Okay. So here what is going to happen? That genome of any organism gets duplicated, and due to that what will happen? There will be synthesis, and eventually the cells will get divided into two daughter cells. Okay, so in this one we are going to start with the two types of cell division. The first one is mitosis and the second one will be the meiosis. Okay, so today we are going to do the cell division, mitosis. Clear it is? So now comes to the next part, that phases of cell cycle. As I have said that it is a sequence of events. So how it will take place? It will take place in a cyclic manner. Okay, so in this cyclic manner we can say what are the phases of the cell cycle. We are having different phases that I have shown here with the help of diagram, that is G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase and M phase. So we can say that we have categorized the cell cycle into four phases, that is G1, S, G2 phase and last one is M phase. Okay, so this question is very important, that what is the proper sequence of the events right here. And some basic information is there, that is in case of human cell. If I will talk about the human cell, so how it is going to divide? It divides in the every 24 hours. Okay, so each cell divides in a 24 hour, right? And if I will talk about the another example, that is the yeast cell, these yeast cell can divide into, that is 90 minutes. Again this question is very important. Why? Because most of the biotechnological work we will do in the yeast cell. Why? Because the rate of division is very fast. Clear? So what we can say, that human cell divides in every 24 hours and the yeast cell divided into the 90 minutes. Okay. Now comes to the next point, that is the interphase and the M phase. So we can say that we have divided the cell cycle in two broad categories. What are they? Interphase and the second one is the M phase. Okay. So in interphase what happens? In interphase everything is going to prepare for what? For happening this division which takes place in the M phase. So here what I want to say, this M phase is nothing, it is a mitotic phase. Okay, so before undergoing in the mitosis phase, what happens, that cell will prepare itself to duplicate. Okay, so what will happen? Interphase is a preparatory stage. What you will call it? It is a preparatory stage, and the actual cell division takes place in the M phase. Is it clear? Now if I will talk about specifically the interphase, as I have said, it is a preparatory phase. So we have divided this preparatory phase into four. What are they? G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase and M phase. Now question arises that what is the importance? Okay, whenever we are talking about G1 or G2, what does it mean? It means that growth phase. Okay, another name is what? Growth phase, and some time we also say it the gap 1 and the gap 2. Okay, so these are the growth phases, and between them there is a S phase, that is the synthesis phase. Okay, so one by one we will discuss it here, that what is G1 phase and what is S phase and G2 phase. Okay, now comes to the point about the G1 phase. In G1 phase, you can see it here. If you will observe this pie chart, what you will observe, that most of the things, okay, 95%, 95% is what? It is the interphase. Only 5 or 6% remaining, it is a what? M phase. Okay, so this small part of this cycle is for the M phase, and the most of the part covers by the interphase. Okay, now come to the G1 phase. In this G1 phase, what happens during that time when the preparation takes place? So here in very short note I have given that what are the characteristics or what are the events which takes place in the G1 phase. The first thing which I mentioned here, this is present between the mitosis and initiation of DNA replication. Now, what does it mean? It means that it is the duration, G1 phase is what? It is the duration which takes place between this mitosis phase and the initiation of DNA replication. Now, in the later session, we will come to know that this initiation of DNA replication is what? It always takes place in S phase. Okay, so proper replication of DNA takes place where? In this synthesis phase. That's why I have written here initiation of DNA replication. So from here you can see that DNA will start replicating, and this is a mitosis phase, and the duration which takes place between these two, it is known as the G1 phase. Okay, now comes to the another point, that is metabolically active. It means that this is the growth phase. Okay, cell size will get increase in this phase, so it should be metabolic active. Okay, so this one is metabolic active also, as well as you can see that most of the things which will take place in the G1 phase is due to what? Due to some synthesis. Okay, but proper synthesis takes place in the S phase, but here in G1 phase what happens, that it will prepare itself to grow its size. So we can say that grows and prepare itself for what? For the DNA replication, because the DNA replication takes place in which phase? In the S phase. You have to memorize these points, that where this particular event takes place. Okay, so we have done the G1 phase, that it is metabolic activity, cell size get increased here, and for that it needs some synthesizing enzyme as well as the protein synthesis. Okay, so what is happening in this G1 phase? Most of the cell organelles, okay, most of the cell organelles are there, and what they have to disappear also, they have to reappear also. So here in the M phase we will come to know that when these cell organelles are disintegrating, or when they are disappearing, and when they are reappearing. Okay, so for here we must know that what are the characteristics. Now comes to the S phase. Whenever we are talking about the proper DNA replication, see what is happening in mitosis. The genomes gets duplicated. Okay, if we know that, we all know that it is what? It is chromosome. This chromosome is present inside the nucleus, right? So, and this chromosome is attached with the help of centromere. Whenever there will be mitosis division, what will happen? This chromosome will duplicate itself. It means that it will form its replica. When it will form its replica, what will happen? It is just like this one. Okay, so what we are going to do, what we are saying, that here only it will make its replica. Okay, the centromere will remain same, and just it is increasing its number, that is this one to this one, and when they will divide into two daughter nuclei, this red part of chromatic, it will go into the first one, and this black one to the another one. Okay, it's just for representation. So what we can say, that this replication of chromosome takes place where? In the S phase. Here I have shown with the help of this structure. Okay, because you are very familiar with this structure of chromosome. But generally what happens, that initially these chromosomes are present inside the nucleus in very thread like structure. Okay, what you can see, these are present in just thread like structure, right? When it will enter into the M phase, then it will start condensing. Okay, then it will start condensing and it will form a structure like this. But initially they are in a thread like structure. Okay, which we have said, that is chromatin. Okay, the when chromatin will get consumed, then it will form the proper chromosome, right? So here what I have said, the proper actual synthesis takes place as well as the replication in the S phase. Okay, it comes to the next point, that is amount of DNA per cell doubles. What does it mean here? It means that in case of S phase, the concentration or the size will get double, but the number will remain same. Why? If it is 2n, if any of the multicellular organism, it is 2n, so what it will form? It form only 2n. Okay, but if I will talk about the amount of DNA, amount means concentration. So how we are denoting? With the help of C. Okay, if it is 2C in this one, after the replication, what will happen? It will get double, it will become 4C. So it means that what is happening? Amount is getting double, but the ploidy level will remain same. Amount of DNA per cell will double and the number no increase in chromosome number. You can see here, there is no, here also you are having 46 chromosome, here also you will get the 46 chromosome. So what you can observe, cell chromosome number remains same, but the amount of DNA will get double. Okay, and in general term, what happens, that why these cell division takes place? Why? Because they have to maintain its what? Nucleocytoplasmic ratio. See, in every cell, what happens? There is a proper structure of nucleus, proper volume of nucleus or the nucleoplasm which is present here, and proper cytoplasm. Okay, if any of the cell will get increase in their size, what will happen? There will be change in nucleus also. Okay, so to maintain or to retain its size or to retain its structure, or we can say nucleocytoplasmic ratio. Okay, it should be maintained for every cell. That's why this division takes place. Okay, so here what I want to say, in case of S phase, replication of DNA takes place. Second thing, what happens? The number of chromosome remains same, but the amount of this DNA will get double. Okay, now DNA replication, where it will take place? Inside the nucleus, as well as along with this, what will happen? The centrioles will also get duplicate. Why I am saying this? Because what are the centrioles? Centrioles, we said in earlier chapter we have done, centriole is what? It is somehow this type of structure. Okay, and two cylinder like structure which is present at the 90-degree angle. Okay, so these are what? These are the centrioles. Okay, so when the cell division will take place, so what will happen? They will move to the opposite poles. For example, centrioles are present. So these centrioles, these are the centrioles. So these centriole will move towards the opposite pole. Okay, so the centriole get duplicated where? Into the cytoplasm. Nucleus is present like this. Okay, so these centrioles get duplicated in the cytoplasm and it will move towards the opposite pole. When they will move to the opposite pole, what they will form? They will form the spindle fibers by forming the esters here. Okay, this is the case of animal cell. Okay, this will take place where only in animal cells, while it is absent in case of plant cell. So what happens, these centriole will move towards the opposite pole, and from here it will send the spindle fibers. So for the formation of spindle fibers, these centrioles are important. Okay, so one by one we will understand all these stages. Now comes to the G2 phase. G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase. Okay, G2 phase is again what? We can say post-synthetic. It means that after the synthetic, it is known as post-synthetic. Pre-mitotic means this phase is mitotic. So before this phase, we are saying pre means initial. So initial to this mitotic phase, it is known as G2 phase. So it may be asked in examination that what are the another name of this G2 phase, what we will call post-synthetic phase, or we can say pre-mitotic phase. Okay, now comes to the point. The first point, that is DNA synthesis stop. So here what you are saying, that initiation of DNA duplication starts from the S phase and it is completed here. Now in this G2 phase, there will be DNA synthesis will stop here. Okay, no DNA synthesis will take place in the G2 phase, right? Next one, we need some more protein. Why? Because as this one has to enter inside the M phase, for entering inside the M phase, it needs more protein. Okay, it needs more protein. So protein synthesis takes place in this G2 phase also. Okay, so cell also keeps on growing in this G2 phase. That's why we are saying this one is a growth phase as well as this one is growth phase. So for growth, what is required? Protein synthesis. So protein synthesis takes place in G1 phase as well as in the G2 phase. Okay, now comes to the another point, that is growth continues. It means that, as I have said, the growth which is required, it will remain continue in the G2 phase as well. Okay, so these are what? These are the three phases which we have done under the interphase. Okay, now one more important thing, that is the G0 phase. Okay, so sometimes it happens that what is happening, every interphase is taking place but it is not entering inside the cell division. Okay, what is happening, it may be metabolic active. So in this stage what happens, that they are not in the proper inactivation, or we can say there will be no cell division takes place, but yes, it is there. So what I have written, inactivation of cell cycle. So cell cycle is not that much active in this phase. So most of the cells which is present in our body, like heart cells, brain cells, muscle cells, so these types of cells will not undergo any division. Okay, so they remain where in the G0 phase. Sometimes it happens that in some cases, if any wound is there, okay, in that case what will happen, some cell division will occur, but still they will remain in the G0 phase. Okay, so this phase is very important, that what are the examples of this G0 phase or the quiescent phase, and what do you understand by this phase here. Okay, now comes to the M phase. M phase is the important one. Why? Because most of the division takes place in the M phase. But as I have said, that whole cycle takes 24 hours in case of human beings. So 23 hours takes place by the interphase. It means that most of the time consumed for what? For the preparation. Only 1 hour is required for this M phase. Right here. So most of the time as well as most of the place in the cycle you can see by the interphase only. Okay. M phase is for less duration, as well as in the cycle it is a less share. So we have done all these phases under the interphases. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.